Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. So exactly like I said in the first post-debate analysis video, we have got a whole lot to unpack here. I think I'm probably going to be making at least 4, maybe 5 videos relating to the debate and everything surrounding it. There's just so much content here. Let's first start off with a very old Democrat narrative essentially imploding. They've been lying to you for years, and now they've been completely exposed. Everybody saw the truth. Let's do a little bit of a flashback here. Let's expose the propaganda, the constant lies, the hypocrisy and double standards of the left. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, here's probably one of the first things that came to mind after last night's debate. I'll piggyback off of Scott Jennings here from CNN.
Told for weeks by Democrats who say, oh, in private meetings, I've seen Joe Biden do cartwheels and handstands while doing trigonometry while solving all the nation's problems. We now know that every single person who said that has been lying to the American people.
We now know that every single person who said that, but Biden is great behind closed doors, they've been lying. We've been covering it for years. We've been seeing Joe Biden in his, well, current state. And then, of course, here's the flashback, what Democrats have been telling us throughout this entire period of time.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden is the best Biden ever.
She knows so long as she was 9.
In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been.
President Biden has a photographic memory. His understanding and mastery of a complicated geopolitical situation is remarkable.
He is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here.
I was sitting, 2 feet from him across the table, and he was, intense.
Have trouble walking sometimes? Yeah, so did FDR. He wanted GD war.
But he's totally focused. He's very sharp.
They say he's sharp in meetings and so on.
Very lucid, very well informed. Biden is stately, and he comes with gravitas. There hasn't been, as far as I know, a single claim that Biden made a mistake.
Again, it seems as though the conversation is over. I've been saying that a lot these days, and it's because the political left, well, they've been taking massive L after massive L. Their narratives are completely imploding. Finally, it seems as though a lot of their lies are being exposed. And here's the latest one. There's no more debate to be had. Everybody saw it. But really how we know the discussion is over is by contrasting what was said in the past. All this nonsense propaganda that was spewed over the last couple of years. We just need to contrast that with what's being said now. Let's use MSNBC's Morning Joe Scarborough, for instance.
But I undersold him when I said he was cogent. He's far beyond cogent. In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been. This is a battle for the future of American democracy. And now is a good time. In June, thank God. In June, and not October, in June, this is the last chance for Democrats to decide whether this man we've known and loved for a very long time is up to the task.
We went from Joe Biden is the best he's ever been to holy crap, Joe Biden's gonna lose and we need to replace him. The biggest shills in the game all of a sudden are calling to replace Joe. Here's Joe Walsh on Twitter. He writes, Trump must lose, so Democrats must go with another nominee. So Joe Biden must do the right thing and step aside. Like I keep telling you guys, it's the frickin' Shiba Inu meme. I mean, remember Joe Biden's infamous 14-second video?
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
They projected strong and tough and competent, and this is what they delivered.
Person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
They tried to sell us a false bill of goods, and they even tried to excuse it on the night of, claiming that Joe Biden had a cold.
Kept saying, he had a cold, but this is the thing. When you have a cold, there's many things you can take for it. We didn't know he had a cold until he stood up. A cold doesn't force you to lose your train of thought. A cold doesn't force you to just throw things out randomly that to many people made no sense. And so how long do we continue to act like that we didn't see what we just saw last night? I thought for many people, the word I keep hearing, it was very painful to watch.
Well, nobody's buying it, and now it's damage control mode. I mean, they're really trying to salvage this situation. Every Democrat shill and their mother is out there trying to craft the perfect talking point to save Joe Biden. Jon Stewart's trying this pathetic little shtick. Oh, how this man has fallen.
Let me just say, after watching tonight's debate, both of these men should be using performance-enhancing drugs. I'm sorry. As many times a day as their bodies will allow. If performance-enhancing drugs will improve their lucidity, their ability to solve problems, and in one of the candidates' cases, improve their truthfulness, morality, and malignant narcissism, then suppository away. Guess what, everybody? They should be taking whatever magical drugs can kick their brains into gear, because this ain't Olympic swimming. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he solved the Middle East, but he was doping, so it doesn't count. There's going to be an asterisk next to his presidency. And by the way, if those drugs don't exist, if there aren't actually performance-enhancing drugs for these candidates, I could sure use some recreational ones right now, because this cannot be real life. It just can't. We're America. God.
Yeah, they tried the night of to continue with this ridiculous nonsense talking point that actually both candidates are old and senile. Don't pay attention to Joe. It's not just Joe, it's both of them. They're trying it, but obviously they don't even believe it, considering they're trying to now actively get rid of Joe Biden ahead of the convention, which I'm not so sure they're going to be able to do. It's nothing but copium, moving the goalposts, desperately trying to come up with some sort of marketing strategy, or I guess rhetoric strategy. It's damage control mode, and also I think, Plan B mode for the Democrats. As if the writing isn't on the wall, they're already putting Gavin Newsom out there.
You were out there getting a chorus of questions about whether Biden should step down. There is panic that has set in. There is panic that has set in among people who have watched this debate, who are Democrats, people who are strategists, and some even inside Democratic campaigns. Yeah. Do you think it's unfounded?
Well, I think it's unhelpful, and I think it's unnecessary. We've got to go in and got to keep our heads high. And as I say, we've got to have the back of this president. You don't turn your back because of one performance. What kind of party does that? It's been a masterclass. 15.6 million jobs. That's 8 times more than the last 3 Republican presidents combined. The only thing the last 3 Republican presidents have in common is recessions. Democrats deliver. This president has delivered. We need to deliver for him at this moment. With all due respect, the more time we start having these conversations, go down these rabbit holes, it's unhelpful to our democracy, our fate and future of this country, the world. They need us right now to step up, and that's exactly what I intend to do.
Every Democrat shill on Twitter is oohing and eyeing, oh, how amazing Gavin Newsom is. They held this debate in early summer so they could test the waters ahead of the convention, so they could see if Joe Biden could pull it off. Obviously he can't, and so now it's pivot time. What an absolute clown show. Their 5 years of gaslighting the public, telling us that Joe Biden is just swell, Their 5 years of narrative building has suddenly collapsed right before our very eyes. Another Democrat narrative bites the dust. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.